Hello, this is Jed Thone with Grunts Pilot Bot showing a little quick thing you can do with the drones. Say there's a metal structure or something that you want to have inspect, you want to have a close look at it, but you don't necessarily have a crew available to do the inspection, you don't have the equipment ready or anything like that, but it needs to be at least looked at. Well, that's one thing that you can do. You can call me up, you can give me a location for a bridge or some sort of metal tower for power lines or something. And what I can do is I can take a bunch of photographs of the building, or the tower, or the structure. And it's a bunch of high-resolution photographs, and I can get all the joints. And what you can do, you can zoom right in and look very closely at the individual joints in a structure. So we got a joint here with all the different bolts and rivets, easily visible. And you come down, you can see detail on how this girder is put together. You can look at each individual bolt, see how rusted or if they're rusted or if they've popped out. And you can see some defects in the beam, as here you can see the little dents and bends in it from the stress, because it's an old bridge. So little parts here have ended up getting bent from all the stress of taking cars over this bridge when it was actually still open. You can see all the little bends. You can see the individual bolts. Shadows can be a little bit of a pain, but there's a bolt there, there's a bolt there. None of the bolts have popped out, as you can see. There's another joint there. That's one thing I can do. Depending what the structure is, I can get a bunch of photographs really quickly, really safely. And then the pictures can be given to an engineer, a structural engineer, bridge engineer, whatever, and they can look over and look for any damages. And the photographs are detailed enough that you can see all the little stress bends in the beam between each and every little bolt. And this is another view of the same bridge, and you can see not in service bridge, people have been taking the railings away as souvenirs. But you can once again zoom in at different angles, see the different knuckles that hold the bridge together. And you can see if these have popped out or if the beams that hold it together have been damaged. Like there's a bolt that's missing. So you can have a good overview and spot anything that might potentially be wrong with the bridge, like missing bolts down here, missing rivets. But mostly, other than the stress there, you can see the little bends in the structure there from, I'm assuming, is stress. I'm not an engineer. I'm a drone pilot. But you can see all that. It's all highly detailed photos. And this can be done with a very small crew. And you don't need to hook up all the stuff to suspend people off the edge of the bridge. No one has to climb up in any high locations on the bridge. You just send me out, and I can take photos of pretty much any area of the bridge that needs to be photographed and studied to make sure the bridge is safe. And that's one of the many things you can do with drones. Hope you enjoyed the little video.